Hello YouTube, Musikev here after a long time away from YouTube. Well, not really, I've been playing some games over on my other channel. But I'm back for another episode of Unscripted, Unsolicited. I'm currently driving back from the Street No Chaser concert, their 2016 tour, which the exact name of it escapes me right now. But I'm currently driving back from it, and just wanted to put up some of my reflections on that concert. I was very excited to whenever I had the opportunity to purchase the tickets all the way back in, March, when the tickets went on sale, when they announced it. I personally always go for the cheap seats, but that's just me, because to me the performance is going to sound the same no matter where I'm sitting, though there's some acoustical differences. It's not that significant. But on to the concert itself. I love listening to these guys, so I'm a little bit biased, and I'll admit that straight up from the beginning. Not only are they hilarious, do little sketch humors, like at the very beginning of their show, they did a what it's like to tour with Street No Chaser, and halfway through at intermission, they did another little sketch of basically boot camp for touring. Two cute, funny little things that featured them doing silly things. One of those, you had to be there to truly get the idea of it. But whenever they're performing, they look like they are having so much fun. The harmonies are always on point. The dance moves are always fantastic and also a little bit funny. And just the way they play off each other and work together is quite inspiring. They made a point to say that they got as far as they did because of the fans, because people came out to their first performance, and then more people came to their second one, and that's how they grew. They made a point to say they didn't win any competitions, they didn't get famous through any record company, but they got famous just because of the people there, and they really respect that. They respect the fact that the fans are what give them their popularity. So that's another really cool thing about them. They did a lot of the first half of the show. The first set was all oldies and all covers of classic rock, soul music. There was a nice little 3 different songs that were put together for all soul music. They even did a medley of all of the 90s sitcoms, title music, and a lot of other things along that same vein. Some slow ballads and some fast songs as well to keep the blood pumping. The second half of their show, the second set, was all Christmas music. And let me tell you, it was pretty impressive. They opened up with a new song I hadn't heard before about them counting down the days till Christmas and drinking down the days till Christmas. And they always kind of do something like that on their, I think it's going to be on their new album. They always do a song about drinking during the holidays. I think one year was Nutcracker, one year they sang about who spiked the eggnog, and this year was just basically drinking as you count down the days to the holiday. From there, they then went on to perform a couple of their more popular songs people would recognize up on the housetop. Another one of their newer pieces that they did that I was very impressed with was Run Run Rudolph. They ended the night, their official second set, with all the single ladies, but it was preceded by another song that led into it. It was a very cool way to end on a non-holiday note. But then during their encore, they came out and sang 12 Days of Christmas. Now, this is the first song that I've ever heard them done, and this is the song that basically made me fall in love with them. They are one of the only people I will listen to sing 12 Days of Christmas. The other one being an arrangement that takes each day of Christmas and does it in a different style, a different musical style. But their 12 Days of Christmas this time, it started out like it normally does. And usually they do a bit where one of their singers breaks in right before the ending of it and starts singing about the dreidel song. This time they didn't do that, and I was a little bit disappointed because I took someone there who'd never heard it before, and I was like, I wish they did that gag. But then they launched into the 12th day, and during the 12th day they always do Toto's Africa. But this time it was led by the gentleman who usually sings the dreidel part. He broke in with 12 dreidels spinning. They were spinning just for me. And continued on to 11 fiddlers fiddling, 10 rabbis leaping, and 9, I don't remember where he went from there, but because I was pretty much consumed by laughter at this point. But their second encore was the most impressive. Their second encore is when they came in, they turned off the mics, and then they sang "O Holy Night" with absolutely no additional amplification to their voices. And I found this the most impressive because that shows that they still got it. They still have the ability to sing together and amplify their own voices, and they have that raw skill and that raw talent that many live performers don't have with the use of auto-tune and heck, lip syncing. So they really showed what they were capable of. And I thought that was a nice way to end the evening. Overall, Straight No Chaser had put on a very impressive performance. And based on what I saw there, it was my first year actually buying a ticket to see them live. I've seen them live before at PMEA conferences, but this was my first time actually buying a ticket to see them live. I will definitely be going back next year, and you can definitely expect to hear more from me then. Anyway, I'm Musikev. Thank you for listening.